உணவளிக்கும் ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. அன்னமிடும் அன்னையும் நீ ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. ஆதிசக்தி நாயகியே ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. அன்னமிடும் அன்னையும் நீ ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. ஆதிசக்தி நாயகியே ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. கண்ணமிடும் கருமங்களை மாற்றி இங்கு கருணையுடன் வாழ்வில் கரையேற்றுகிறாய் ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. உயிர்க்கெல்லாம் உணவளிக்கும் ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. உயிர்க்கெல்லாம் உணவளிக்கும் ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. சம்ஸ்காரங்கள் கரைந்து இங்கு ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. நாங்கள் சம்சார கடல் கடக்க ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. ஏழுடல்கள் கடந்து நித்ய வாழ்வினிலே நிலை பெறவே நித்யானந்த ஸ்பூரணம் தந்தாய் ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. உயிர்க்கெல்லாம் உணவளிக்கும் ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. உயிர்க்கெல்லாம் உணவளிக்கும் ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. தெய்வத்திற்கு படைத்த உணவை ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. பிரசாதமாய் உண்டதுண்டு ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. தெய்வம் இங்கு உணவு படைக்கும் ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. தெய்வம் இங்கு உணவு படைக்கும் ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. வரப்பிரசாதம் பெற்றிடவே பெற்ற வரம் யாம் அறியோம் ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. உயிர்க்கெல்லாம் உணவளிக்கும் ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. உயிர்க்கெல்லாம் உணவளிக்கும் ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. இட்டிலியை நீ அளிக்க ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. வாழ்வில் இடர்கள் நீங்குதம்மா ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. இட்டிலியை நீ அளிக்க ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. வாழ்வில் இடர்கள் நீங்குதம்மா ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. சட்டினியை நீ அளிக்க சட்டனவே சங்கடங்கள் சடுதியிலே மறையுதம்மா ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. உயிர்க்கெல்லாம் உணவளிக்கும் ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. உயிர்க்கெல்லாம் உணவளிக்கும் ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. சாம்பாரை நீ ஊற்ற ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. எங்கள் அகங்காரம் அழியுதம்மா ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. சாம்பாரை நீ ஊற்ற ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. எங்கள் அகங்காரம் அழியுதம்மா ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. ஓங்கார ரூபிணி நீ ஆனந்தீஸ்வரி. ஓங்கார ரூபிணி நீ பாங்காக பரிமாற பாவங்கள் கரையுதம்மா ஆனந்த நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி. வாசனையாய் கேசரியை நீ வைக்கையிலே, வாசனையாய் கேசரியை நீ வைக்கையிலே, கவலைகளும் காணாமல் போகுதம்மா ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி. ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி, உயிர்க்கெல்லாம் உணவளிக்கும் ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி. ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி, உயிர்க்கெல்லாம் உணவளிக்கும் ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி. அன்னத்தை நீ இடுகையிலே ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி, எண்ணங்களும் மறையுதம்மா நித்யானந்தம் நிறையுதம்மா ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி. வற்ற குழம்பு நீ ஊற்ற ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி, வற்ற குழம்பு நீ ஊற்ற ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி, வாழ்வில் வற்றாத செல்வம் பெருகும் ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி. ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி, உயிர்க்கெல்லாம் உணவளிக்கும் ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி. ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி, உயிர்க்கெல்லாம் உணவளிக்கும் ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி. பருப்பு குழம்பு நீ ஊற்ற ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி, வெறுப்பு குழப்பம் நீங்குதம்மா ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி. பருப்பு குழம்பு நீ ஊற்ற ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி, வெறுப்பு குழப்பம் நீங்குதம்மா ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி. படைப்பாயாசம் தன்னை நீ அளிக்க வல்வினைகள் விலகி இன்று ஓடுதம்மா ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி. படைப்பாயாசம் தன்னை நீ அளிக்க வல்வினைகள் விலகி இன்று ஓடுதம்மா ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி. ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய அன்னமிடும் அன்னையும் நீ ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி. ஆதிசக்தி நாயகியே ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி. அன்னமிடும் அன்னையும் நீ ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி. ஆதிசக்தி நாயகியே ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி. கண்ண
don't cease to exist, and we still transverse the vertical lines, whether it is the Swarloka, Maharloka, Janoloka, and various other lokas up till Mahilasa, still continue to exist. Maheshwara Puja actually empowers you to experience Paramashivam of Kailasa. There is no time in Kailasa. Kailasa is one time. In Kailasa, completely the stars, sun look all like a small darkness. In trillions of times bright light, and the sun and the stars is Kailasa. Pure is having beautiful. What is it and what it is to experience that? When we ourselves taste that space through this Maheshwara and the blessings of the Supreme Hinduism, allow same path spirits with you. Purpose of whole Hinduism raise you the higher Hinduism. All methods, puja, homa, kriya, jnana pada, jnana, meditation, pranayama, pratyahara, karana, yoga, samadhi, everything in Hinduism is to raise the frequency of your consciousness, raise you higher times. All the deities are independent, available, relate us as an energy. So just like how any individual human being can be contacted of the places related, you can have communication also be local. All these energies, all these are personification of energy. There are so many different and there's like million traditions. Those traditions. There is a few million. So many traditions, so many different mudras, thousands types of dharma, so many thousands of millions of just to be able to transverse connect with beings various lokas. Space in you becomes absolutely stress free. Your biological clock goes through powerful transformation and you can raise yourself into the vertical. When your system gets into a space of zero stress and half days come one day. Biological clock falls in tune, becomes absolutely stress free. Start raising the higher consciousness to raise in higher spaces, the higher vertical times. Become stress free, internal or come to a unique internal condition here into our internal task. Into our then get aligned. Most beautiful. Here, Swamiji is physically and practically explaining how you can gain access to various vertical being raised through the vertical. All you need is will persist. Actually, will persist your bliss. So more you learn from bliss, more and more you have will, will persistence and essence of these are one. So coming back, understanding Maheshwara as an incarnation, always in this place of eternal completion, physically, mentally, visually. Whenever we offer Pinda Tarpana, the food for the departed souls, and it's offered through song incarnation, this completes them and leads them. Thus, Vijayavata, the Maheshwara, given by him, for those moments, Vijayavata of the Pitrus, the ancestors, the Nijavatara sits with the participants of the Maheshwara. So many of the ways that we sit, what intention that we have, all those incompletions will be cleared. Whatever unsaid words are there, whatever things that we carried inside of us with that person, all those will be healed. The healing of that. Yes, Nityanandam, everyone. You're all able to hear me, Nityanandam? Yes, Nityanandam. Beautiful. Directly bringing ourselves into the higher vertical time zones means bringing that space of completion inside of us is the best will persistence that we can carry. When we do this, it directly helps the departed soul reach the ultimate goal of Kailasa, Mahakailasa. They come there, they get there because they're connected to us. Whether we are with them or not, through this body, they are connected to us when we heal that part of us. Because when we were living, there is a component, especially with our near and dear ones, that they have added to you. They have added to you. A part of them is there in you. And that part has to be completely complete. That part has to heal. That part has to be powerful. That part has to be blessing. Right? This completion, this healing empowers them in the space they're in, and it also empowers us to move forward. We will be showered and blessed by them. When we raise ourselves and live as Paramashiva in our lives and go about living in the higher vertical time zones, even when we're in the Bhuloka, whatever it is that they are, wherever they are, they're going to go to Mahakailas. And then when we raise ourselves and maintain ourselves in also in the inner space of Mahakailasa, we'll be seeing that their blessings are continuously there with us. And we'll be continuously empowered, and things will just fall in place in life. Things will manifest so smoothly in life, and you'll feel their presence and blessings are there. We'll see when you succeed in something, when you'll see when something happens in the way that they always wanted it for you. You can feel them blessing you and smiling, and you know they're there, you know they're taking care. And that's the way that Swamiji continues to bless us and show us that that part of them that is there inside of us, it can be empowered. And when you continue living your life, their component that is added to you becomes also nothing that holds you back from your enlightenment or holds you back from your possibility, but helps push you towards your possibility. the best of the best, the higher qualities, the sattva gunas that they had, those will become a reality and embodied inside of you. Are you all able to follow along and understand what we're sharing with you all? It is a very significant thing because it's in the understanding and it's in the respect to our departed loved ones that they exist, and in their memory they exist not just in our memory, they exist as a reality still and are continuously blessing us, continuously showing us the way to move forward through Swamiji, through the way that he's taking us forward. So the participants of Maheshwara Puja will be relieved from the incompletions they carry with the departed souls. They become complete. The incompletion that the departed soul also carries with the being offering Pinda Darpana is also relieved. Departed soul, so it's a lot of what you feel like when you're in the family, right? The things that bind us, the things or the where we have the sparks in the relationship, or where we have the differences in the relationship, where we have the disagreements, all those become redundant, all those become mundane. You don't feel like those are important. You hold on to what they are, to the best. You hold on to Swamiji's feet, and that takes you forward. That moves you more towards your own manifestation of Paramashiva, manifesting Paramashiva. Maheshwara Puja completes the completions both ends, in yourself and in the soul that has departed. When an individual performs Shraddha, Pinda Darpana on their own, the responsibility is with them. But when Swamiji, the Nijavatara, sits and receives Maheshwara Puja, the responsibility of completing the being, offering the Pinda Darpana and the departed soul is his. He takes care. Because that is the purpose of the incarnation. The purpose of the incarnation is to give the shower, the anugraha, the possibility again and again to the world. He is the most compassionate being because an incarnation's purpose is selfless always. There is nothing that he gains at all. There is nothing that he, in our own plane, what may be looking like a gain or a loss, all that is not even, he's atita, he's beyond all those. Bhava atita, triguna atita, he's beyond all these things that pull and push us in the life. Hence, he lives in a plane where he can, when he accepts the food, relieve us of so much. So many rituals and so many, you would have also seen that karmas are also offered at the feet of the Guru during Guru Pournama. All of these rites and rituals help us gain conscious access to the happening of the Nijavatara, the happening of Swamiji in our life. And that is why the Maheshwara Puja is significant, because it helps us gain access to the energy of the Guru, who's constantly showering us and liberating us, and especially in this beautiful sentiment of how we relate with our loved ones, how we relate with those who have left the body. And he is there proving again and again, he is there showering us with love, and he embodies them as well. So Manusmriti beautifully says, Ashada mavidhim kritva panchamam pakshamashritaha kankshitani pitraha klista annamavapyaham jalam. The departed souls wait eagerly for completion through food and water during the Mahalaya Paksha, which is the fortnight of the departed souls.
thus showing through the Pramana how in our tradition we have various times in the year and various important access points, you can say, where their energies become available to us. So those are different times in the year, and especially on this Tidhis. Today is the Tidhi of Amavasya. And on this Tidhi, the Pitrus are very close to us. We can feel their memory and their energy there. That's something internally. But in the reality, the veils between the realms kind of thins for us to be able to see through and experience them as well. Today also, we'll be chanting the Bhagavad Gita. Now, Swamiji has beautifully told a few things about this 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. You have your Bhagavad Gita books, you can read along with us and chant along with us if you wish to, if that's something you prefer. But the 15th chapter is so powerful that Swamiji said, whenever when we sleep and we have the recalibration mode, the mode of deep sleep, where we get the real rest, the causal layer. When we touch that every night and come back, that's where we get real rest. And sometimes we can go into that space, even if we have a power nap for 15 minutes. It doesn't really matter how much time you sleep, it is how much time you spend in the causal layer. It gives you the real rest, rejuvenates you, and puts you back into there is so much connected with our cognitions and powerful cognitions that we carry. Swamiji says that the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the Purushottama Yoga, does so much to ensure and reprogram the causal layer. See, our causal layer is something we go to every night when we rest. And it reprograms our causal layer. And when we chant this 15th chapter before Maheshwara, before eating their meals, in fact. Reason being, because when you eat food, you are again identifying with the hunger the body that. But the life of a sannyasi, the life of a person whose focus is enlightenment in their life, it's in they celebrate first the real truth, the Purushottama that exists inside of them. Beautifully in the verses that we're going to be hearing. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto matta smritir jnanamapohanam cha. The verses say, I exist, Krishna says actually, I exist in all of the hearts, in all of the beings. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto matta smritir jnanamapohanam cha, leading them continuously towards the jnana. Vedaischa sarve rahameva vedyo vedanta krit veda videha chaham. He explains his the real nature inside of us that is imperishable, that which does not cease to exist. That is what we confront whenever we come to the Maheshwara Puja and rituals related to this. We actually decide to have a mature conversation about our own mrityu, our own mortality. What is it that lasts forever? What is it that does not last forever? This conversation actually is what happens in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. And when you put yourself again and again in the realization and understanding the truth, there is something inside of me that is imperishable, that is Purushottama, that is Bhagavan himself, that is powerful. When you again and again you deal with that, these rituals really instill the highest spiritual powers and experience inside of you. So I hope all of you are ready to now join with this beautiful chanting and take the Satya Sankalpa and do the Maheshwara Puja with us. We'll begin the Maheshwara Puja now. Nityananda, requesting all the monastic members of the sovereign order of Kailasas Nityananda understand and declare the truth that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivamam, is a pure channel for complete completion to be achieved for all the departed souls and for completion to be achieved for all the participants with the departed souls. Yes.
Yes.
I authentically cognize, which is into the process, understand, and declare the truth that during the Maheshwara Puja, all monastic members of the Nityananda order become pure channel, complete completion to achieved for all departed souls, and for completion to be achieved for all the participants with the departed souls. Yes.
Yes.
I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand, and declare the truth that offering of the Maheshwara Puja will bestow complete completion for all the departed souls whose photo or horoscope is mentioned here, and completion will be bestowed on the Maheshwara Puja participants with the departed souls for whom they are offering Maheshwara Puja here today. Yes.
Yes.
Let us start with the simple prayer of thanking the ultimate intelligence for gracing Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasyadirlakshyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami नित्यानंदेश्वर परम शिव समारंभाम नित्यानंदेश्वरी परम शिव शक्ति मध्यमाम नित्यानंद पर्यंताम वंदे गुरु परंपराम ललाटे त्रिपुंड्री नितिलकृत कस्तूरी तिलकः स्फुरन्मालाधार स्फुरितगडि गोपीनवसनः तदा नो दुष्टारं चिरसि फणिराजं शशिकलां प्रदीपः सर्वेषाम् अरुणगिरियोगी विजयते. With these beautiful three vandanas, we invoke the Sadguru, Guru, the Guru Parampara, and the Paramaguru Arunagiri Yogi Ishvara, who is the embodiment of Paramashiva and the Guru of our beloved Bhagavan Paramashiva himself. We will now enter into the Sankalpa mantra, conscious resolution. We'll now hold the Sankalpa mudra, clasp your right hand in your left hand, and keep both your hands on your right thigh. We will be chanting in the Sankalpa that the Guru is the embodiment of Brahma Kapala, Vishnupada, and the Kala Bhairava Puswarupa. It is at these very places where if you offer the food, it will directly reach the Pitrus. The Brahma Kapala in Bhadri, the Vishnupada in Gaya, and the very body of Kala Bhairava there in Varanasi. The Guru is the embodiment of all the three. So remembering this and celebrating him, we will now chant the Sankalpa. Om Mamopata Samasta Duritakshayadvara Bhagavat Sri Nityananda Paramashiva Prityartham Sri Nityanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Sri Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartham Cha Adhya Purvokta Evam Guna Visheshana Vishishtayam Asyam Shubhatito. नित्यानंद गोत्रोद्भवायाः मा नित्य प्रेमयानंदानां याः श्री नित्य चिदंबरानंदानामधेयस्य सकुटुंबस्य झान्ली होंग नाम याः जिनलिंग नामधेयस्य जिंगमुग्ज्वान नाम याः जिनकिंग ये नामधेयस्य झाओझेंगजिया नाम याः झांगांगजिउ नामधेयस्य सकुटुंबस्य याओ नाम याः झाओलिंग हुआंग नामधेयस्य अनिका हुआंग नाम याः एरन हुआंग नाम याः Orion Wong Namadheyasya, Gulan Li Nam Yaha, Jinki Zhao Namadheyasya Sakudumbhasya, Yangjing Namadheyasya, Zhaoli Nam Yaha, Yangjiai Nam Yaha, Ligyu Ji Nam Yaha, Zhaozhen Hua Namad Yaha, Liujiu Ying Nam Yaha, Sakutumbhasya, Tianhai Hong Nam Yaha, Yanyong Hong Namadheyasya, Yang Long Nam Adheyasya, Yanbin Yu Nam Yaha, Tian Yu King Nam Adheyasya, Tian Hai Yong Nam Adheyasya, Tianxin Ryu Nam Adheyasya, Sukudumbhasya, नित्यानंद गोत्रोद्भवस्य कृतिका नक्षत्रे वृषभराशो जातस्य अल्केश पटेल नामधेयस्य कृतिका नक्षत्रे वृषभराशो जातस्य ईशान अल्केश पटेल नामधेयस्य मृगशीर्षा नक्षत्रे वृषभराशो जातयः आशियाना अल्केश पटेल नाम्याः सकुटुम्बस्य शन्हाओ नाम अधेयस्य लीले नाम याहा खन्ग्वान नाम याहा ली शंक्यू नाम अधेयस्य झु झ्याओमei नाम याहा छन्ज्यांक्षी नाम याहा सकुटुम्बस्य शकुंतला देवी लैला परमेश्वरन नाम याहा सकुटुम्बस्य मा नित्यशक्तिरूपानंद नाम याहा सकुटुम्बस्य शेख जू ह्यू नाम याहा जियाथिंग नाम याहा शेख जियान किंग नामधेयस्य झाओमेग ज्यू नाम याहा शेखी यांग नामधेयस्य शुगजीला नाम याहा सकुटुम्बस्य Zhang Xiaopeng नाम याहा Zhang Jia He नामधेयस्य Zhang Xiaotan नामधेयस्य Zhang Xiaofeng नामधेयस्य Zhang Mui नाम याहा Ding Yuhao नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य Nanyang नाम याहा Xingyua Yang नामधेयस्य Penjun Shan नाम याहा Lucas Wang नामधेयस्य Eli Wang नाम याहा Yongyang नाम अधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य Yizhu नाम याहा Li Qingfeng नाम याहा Yi Dewe नाम अधेयस्य Yangzhu Zhen नाम याहा Taojian Gao नाम अधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य च ब्रह्मकपाल विष्णुपाद कालभैरववपुस्वरूप श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्त श्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षी सुन्दरेश्वराभिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्र रत्नकुमार गुरुमन्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वती स्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञानविश्रुत सकलनिगमागमसारभूत द्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान ईयमान छत्र चामर श्रीचिन्मकाहलादि समस्त बिरडा बल्यलंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संग सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्रान जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु शपन शाख्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणा नरहार ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामी नाम अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ तृणवद्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रचित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तृ साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र सूरसेन इत्याद्यनवच्छिन्न चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणी पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत श्री महागणपति समारंभा नवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमद जगत गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परम शिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिनां प्रीत्यर्थम तेषां पादारविन्दयोः भक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थम गुरुकृपा कटाक्ष सिद्ध्यर्थम क्षेमस्थैर्य वीर्य विजय आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्याणाम् अभिवृद्ध्यर्थम धर्मार्थ काम मोक्ष चतुर्विध फल पुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थम समस्त दुरितोपशान्त्यर्थम समस्त मंगलावाप्यर्थम भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परम शिव प्रसादेन सकुटुम्बस्य ज्ञान वैराग्य जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव अवतार भूत श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूप भगवन् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव महेश्वर पूजाख्य कर्म करिष्ये पूर्वोक्तानां सर्वेषां जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम च एतेषां दिवंगतु बंधुमित्र वर्गानां विदेह मुक्ति प्राप्त्यानंद परम शिव मुखेन महेश्वर पूजाख्य कर्म करिष्ये. We will now chant the 15th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We'll start with the Dhyana Shlokam of the Bhagavad Gita itself. We'll start with the Dhyana Shloka of the Bhagavad Gita. Partaya pratibodhitam bhagavatam Narayanena swayam Vyasena krathitam Purana muninam Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshiniim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadyayiniim Ambatvamanusandhadami Bhagavad Gite Bhavatveshiniim Atha Purushottama Yogo Nama Panchadashodhyayaha Shri Bhagavanuvacha Urdhvamulamatha Shakam Ashvatham Prahuravyayam Chandamsi yasya parnani yastham veda sa vedavid. Shri Bhagavan says, the imperishable banyan tree of life, symbolized by the Ashwatha, has its roots above with the leaves and branches spreading below the earth. The leaves are said to be the Vedic hymns. One who knows this eternal tree become the knower of the Vedas. अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखा गुणः प्रवृद्धा वृषयः प्रवालाः अधश्च मूल्यान्यनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके. The branches of this tree extend below and above the earth, nourished by the three human attributes guna, its buds or the sense objects. And this tree also has roots going down, and these are bound by the resultant actions of humans. Narupamasye na thatopalabhyate lanto na chadir na cha sampratishtha ashwattamenam suvirudhamulam ashanga shastrena dhridena chitva. The real form of this tree cannot be perceived. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, or where its foundation is. But with determination, one must cut down this strongly rooted tree with the weapon of detachment. Tataf padam tat parimargitavyam yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuyaha tameva chadyam purusham prapadye yatah pravrittih prishatat purani. One must then seek that place from which, having gone, one never returns, and surrender to the Supreme Being from whom all activities started from ancient times. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kamaha dvandvair vimukta sukha dukha sanghair gacchantya muda padamavyayam tat. Those who are free from pride, delusion, and attachment, those who dwell in the self, who are done with lust, who are free from the dualities of joy and sorrow, not confused, and those who know how to surrender to the Supreme Person, attain the eternal consciousness. Natad bhasayate suryo, na shashanko na pavakaha, yadgatva na nivartante, Tadhama paramam mama. That supreme space of eternal consciousness. My consciousness is not illumined by the sun, nor by the moon, nor by fire. Those who enter that space never return to this material world. Mamai vamsho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha manasajhani indriyani prakritisthani the living entities in this conditioned material world. They are attracted by the six senses, which include the mind dwelling in Prakriti, the active energy principle. Shariram yadavapnoti yachatyukramati ishwaraha vayurkandhani gृहीत्वा शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्चात्युक्रामतीश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात्. The spirit in living in this material world moves from one body to another, carrying these just as air carries aroma. Shrotram chakshusparshanam cha rasanam ghranameva cha adhishthaya manaschayam vrushayanupasevate. The living entity, the spirit, leaves one body, takes some other body, gets new eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and sensing body according to the samskaras it had in its causal layer, and enjoys the new mental setup. उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि पुञ्जानं वागुणान्वितं विमूढानानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः. The fools' ignorance do not perceive the spirit, being united with the gunas as it enters, enjoys, and leaves the body. The one whose inner eye is open clearly perceives everything. Yatanto yoginaschainam paschantyatmanyavasthitam yatanto prakritatmano nainam paschancha chetasaha. The serious practitioner of yoga with an understanding of his self can see all this clearly, but those who do not have the understanding of the self, however much they try, cannot see. Yadadityagadam tejo jagadbhasayate khilam Yachandramasi yachagno tattejo vidhimamakam. The light of the sun and the light of the moon and the light of fire, all their radiance is also from me. Gama vishya cha bhutani dharayam yahamojasa pushnami joschadhi sarva somo bhutva rasatmakaha. Entering into earth, I support all beings with my energy. Becoming the watery moon, I nourish all plant life. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashritah Pranapana Samayuktaha Pachamyannam Chaturvidam. I am the fire of digestion in every living body, and I am the breath of life exhaled and inhaled, with which I digest the fourfold food. सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम्. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me came memory, knowledge, and their loss. I am known by the Vedas indeed. I am the creator of Vedanta Sarvani Bhutani Utastokshara Uchate. There are two things, the perishable and the imperishable in this world. There are the living beings who are perishable, while there is the unchangeable, the imperishable. Uttama Purushastvanyaha Paramatmetyudakrdaha Yo Lokatrayamavishya Vibhartyavyaya Ishwaraha. Besides these two, there is the Supreme Purusha, the Lord Himself, who pervades and sustains these three worlds. Yasmaksharamati aksharataptamaha atosmi loke vede cha pratitah purushottamaha. As I am transcendental, beyond both the perishable and the imperishable and the best, I am declared both in the world and in the Vedas as the Supreme Person, Purushottama. मे मम सम्मूढो जानाति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वविद् भजति मां sarvabhavena bharata. Whoever knows me as the Supreme without a doubt is to be understood as the knower of everything, and he knows me with all his being. O son of Bharata, iti guhyatamaram idam muktam maya nagha Budva buddhiman syat prakratyasya bharata. This is the most profound teaching taught by me. O one, whoever knows this will become wise, and his actions will bear fruit. Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Purushottama Yogo Nama Panchadashodhyayaha. In the Upanishad of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the scripture of yoga dealing with Brahma Vidya, Yoga Shastra, the science of Brahman, the Supreme Absolute, in the form of Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvada, the dialogue between Shri Krishna Arjuna, and this is the 15th chapter named the Purushottama Yoga, the yoga of the Supreme Being. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramartanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. We'll now continue with the Mana Puja, the internal worship. Oh हृत्पद्मसनं दद्यात् सहस्रारच्युतामृतैः पाद्यं चरणयोर्दद्यात् मनस्तु अर्घ्यं निवेदयेत् तेनामृतेन आचमनीयं स्थानीयं तेन च स्मृतम् आकाशतत्त्वं वस्त्रं स्यात् गन्धस्यात् गन्धतत्त्वकम् चित्तं प्रकल्पयेत् पुष्पं धूपं प्राणान् प्रकल्पयेत् तेजस्तत्त्वं च दीपार्थं नैवेद्यं स्यात् सुधां बुधिः अनाहतध्वनिर्घण्टा वायुतत्त्वं शशामरं सहस्रारं भवेत् छत्रं शब्दतत्त्वं च गीतकम् सत्यमिन्द्रियकर्माणि चाञ्चल्यं मनसस्तथा सुमेकलां पद्ममालां पुष्पं नानाविधं तथा अमायाद्यैर्भावपुष्पैः अर्चयेद्भावगोचरम् अमायम् अनहङ्कारम् अरागं ममधं तथा अमोहकं मदम्बं च पुष्पं विदुर्बुधाः अहिंसा परमं पुष्पं पुष्पमिन्द्रियनिग्रहः दया पुष्पं क्षमा पुष्पं ज्ञानपुष्पं च पंचमम् इति पंचदशैर्भावपुष्पैः सम्पूजयेत् भगवन्तं श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवम्. Will now offer Dupachara Puja. Om Hrim Etatpadyam Sarvadevadevi Swarupaya Bhagavate Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Ersha Argyaha Sarvadevi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Achamaniyam Sarvadevadevi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Snayam Sarvadevadevi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Vastram Sarvadevadevi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Ershad Gandaha Sarvadevadevi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Sachandana Pushpam Sarvadevadevi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Sachandana Bilva Patram Sarvadevadevi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Eshadhupaha Sarvadevadevi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Eshaddeepaha Sarvadevadevi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Shobhakarna Naivedyam Sarvadevadevi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Panarthodakam Devadevi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Punarachamaniyam Sarvadevadevi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Aratrikam Om Sangrahanyesthayajate imadagun sangrahaniti dvadasharatnirasana bhavati dvadashamasa samvatsaraha samvatsarameva varunde maunji bhavati urgve munjaha urjameva varunde chitranakshatram bhavati Chitram va etat karma कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि आरात्रिकं समर्पयामि भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव चरण कमलेभ्यो नमः पुष्पांजलि will now offer the various verses from the Sri Guru Gita. These verses describe the journey that we have taken to come to Swamiji and the celebration that we are having being with Swamiji. So with deep gratitude, in your hands, with your hands in the Namaskara Mudra, let us now offer Pushpanjali, offer our gratitude. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Akhanda Mandalakaram, Vyaptam Yena Characharam, Tatpadam Darshitam Yena, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Andhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Aneka Janma Samprapta Karma Bandha Vidahine Atmanyana Pradhanena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mannadha Sri Jagannatho Madguru Sri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarvabhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ishvaro Gururapneti Murti Beda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Nityanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadrusham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Pushpanjalim Samarpayami Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Charana Kamalebhyo Namaha. Om Nityanandam. Now, all the sannyasis of the sovereign order of Kailasas Nityananda can distribute and partake the Pinda Prasadam. We'll now chant. We'll now chant the names of those who are offering Guru Dakshina today on this auspicious Tithi of Amavasya. Few devotees are offering the Guru Dakshina. ओम ममोपात्त समस्त दुरितक्षयद्वारा भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम अद्य पूर्वोक्ता एवं गुण विशेषेण विशिष्टायाम अस्याम शुभतिथौ अंजू बनवर नाम याः सकुटुंबस्य औरियटा डे फरारे नाम याः एमानुएला कारिसो नाम याः राफियाला Ricardo नाम याः बारोनेस लेवियो रिची रिसो नाम अधेयस्य सकुटुंबस्य पुंडरीक गोत्रोद्भवस्य पुनर्वसु नक्षत्रे मिथुनराशौ जातायाः पूर्णिमा रामराव नाम याः पूर्वभाद्रपद नक्षत्रे कुंभराशौ जातस्य बालाजी राममूर्ति नामधेयस्य सकुटुंबस्य दयाना आर्द्रा नक्षत्रे जातायाः दयाना नाम याः सकुटुंबस्य वंदना अग्रवाल नाम याः सकुटुंबस्य मारवा आयाद मोहम्मद काफाफ नाम याः सकुटुंबस्य काइकुन नामधेयस्य जांगमिंग नाम याः सकुटुंबस्य च मनसेप्सित सकल सदभीष्टकाम्यार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थम ज्ञान वैराग्य जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूप भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव महेश्वर पूजा गुरुदक्षिणम अहम संप्रददे। हरि ओम दत्सत् सर्वं भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव पादुकार्पणमस्तु। ओम नित्यानंदम।
நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரே சாம்பாரை நீ ஊற்ற ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி எங்கள் அகங்காரம் அழியுதம்மா ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி ஓங்கார ரூபிணி நீ ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி ஓங்கார ரூபிணி நீ பாங்காக பரிமாற பாவங்கள் கரையுதம்மா ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி நித்ய ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி
Yes, Nityanam. With Swamiji's blessings, the divine grace and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashviram. He has blessed this Maheshwara Puja and blessed all of us with the blessings of Maheshwara Puja, fulfilling the promises of, so that we also achieve complete completion with them. With this, we come to the conclusion of the Maheshwara Puja. Thank you all for joining. Janandam.
நித்ய